This season has seen a massive number of players experience redemption arcs in their career, where a talented player destined for greatness has their career in turmoil, only to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, going beyond what was expected of them. So for this video, I would like to look at 6 players to have experienced a massive career revival this season or in the last couple of seasons. If you would like me to do a video on a specific player mentioned, or that I had left out, let me know in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get into it. Dean Henderson. A graduate of the Manchester United Academy, Henderson was regarded as a promising prospect and was expected to be the Red Devils' starting goalkeeper in the future. Unfortunately, David De Gea was the undisputed number 1 at Manchester United, so game time for any Manchester United goalkeeper not named David De Gea was severely limited. This led to Henderson going out on several loan moves, performing excellently for clubs like Stockport County and Grimsby Town, despite limited playing time. However, his true breakthrough came with Shrewsbury Town in League One, where he made 48 appearances, earned a spot in the League One Team of the Year, and helped lead the club to an EFL Trophy final in 2018. Henderson's career progressed further when he joined Sheffield United for his 4th loan spell. The Englishman won back-to-back Sheffield United Young Player of the Year awards and became the Blades Community Player of the Year during the 2018-19 season, as well as claiming the EFL Championship Golden Glove as the Blades were promoted back to the Premier League. Despite interest from Bayern Munich and Juventus, Henderson signed a new contract with Manchester United until June of 2022 and returned on loan to Sheffield United the following season. His prospects only improved when the South Yorkshire club enjoyed their best ever season in the English top flight, finishing 9th and conceding just 39 goals throughout the season. Henderson was outstanding that year, delivering superhuman performances, with Man United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer viewing the English shot stopper as the club's future number 1 goalkeeper. However, when he returned to United the following season, things didn't go as planned. Although he was a consistent starter in his first season back at Old Trafford, COVID-19 and a dip in form caused him to lose his place in the starting 11. This resulted in him going on loan again, this time to relegation-threatened Nottingham Forest. Henderson was a key figure in their Premier League survival and was snapped up by Crystal Palace in the following transfer window. Since then, Henderson has established himself as the number 1 keeper at Selhurst Park, possessing excellent reflexes and distribution. While he isn't the most consistent goalkeeper, he has the potential to deliver superhuman performances that can decide the fate of matches. This was clear in the FA Cup this season, where the Englishman kept a clean sheet in the final against Manchester City, winning Palace their first ever piece of silverware in the club's history. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay's recent rise under Antonio Conte at Napoli is something truly extraordinary. A graduate of the Man United Academy, the Scottish midfielder made his senior debut for the club in May of 2017. He was consistently hyped up and seen as a midfielder to captain the club for the next decade. In the next 3 seasons, he continued to establish himself as a regular in the squad under several managers. However, despite making 250 appearances at Old Trafford and winning both the FA Cup and EFL Cup, there was a sense that McTominay fell short of expectations. While he was a somewhat reliable performer, he was unspectacular and never became the superstar many predicted he would be. But to the shock of many, McTominay ended a 7-year stint with Man United and joined Serie A club Napoli. Since moving to Naples, McTominay has become a real live wire. Deployed further forward in a more attacking midfield role, the Scots' 18 goal contributions are the most from any midfielder in a Serie A debut season. This is 3 more than Kaká during his first season at AC Milan. He ranks in the 94th percentile or higher for goals, XG, shots, and shots on target per 90, unveiling another layer to his game. However, there is so much more to his game than just goals. His passing range, chance creation, dribbling, and defensive capabilities, particularly in the air, have made Napoli function as a cohesive unit in attack, transforming an already defensively strong side into an almost unbeatable force in Italy. From bursting through the Red Devils Academy, to experiencing a career stall, to now becoming one of the best midfielders in the world, and winning Napoli's second Scudetto in only 3 years, isn't bad going. Krzysztof Piatek. Now, it wouldn't be a Football Unveiled video without including a player you have never heard of and probably don't care about. Born in Gierzonio, Poland, Piatek bounced between several local clubs before joining Lechia Gierzonio in the third tier of Polish football. He eventually made his debut at the age of 17 and was signed by Ekstraklasa side Zagłębie Lubin, going straight into the first team. Despite being relegated in his debut season, the Coppers quickly bounced back and established themselves in the Ekstraklasa, even finishing as high as third in the 2015-16 season. And over the next 2 seasons, he scored 32 league goals in 65 appearances for the club. That tally included a remarkable 21 goals in his second season, which saw him end the 2017-18 Ekstraklasa campaign as the third top goal scorer in Poland. This earned him a move to Genoa, where he replicated his form for the Serie A side, scoring a staggering 19 goals in 21 games, and becoming the first player since Gabriele Batistuta in the 94-95 season to score in each of his first 7 Serie A appearances. His goals literally saved Genoa from relegation, as Il Grifone was just 2 goals away from getting relegated. This earned him a €35 million move to AC Milan during the winter window, signed as a replacement for Gonzalo Higuain. Piatek finished the season with a total of 30 goals in 42 combined appearances. However, in the next season, the goals dried up, with Piatek only scoring 5 in 20 appearances and leaving Milan mid-season due to competition from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He was mocked ruthlessly and declared a one-season wonder. Things were further complicated when he moved to relegation-threatened Hertha Berlin in the Bundesliga, where Piatek struggled to reach even double figures in his 3 seasons with the struggling side. After failed loan moves to Fiorentina and Salernitana, he ventured off to Istanbul Başakşehir of the Turkish Super League. However, over the past 2 seasons, Piatek has rediscovered his goal-scoring magic. This season in particular has been insane, with the Polish marksman grabbing an incredible 31 goals in 45 games. Described as a classic number 9, Piatek possesses excellent positioning, great movement, accurate finishing, physical strength, and tenacity in the air. He finished second in the Turkish Golden Boot race, ahead of the likes of Mauro Icardi and 2-time Europa League winner Yusuf El Nesri. Considering the amount of talent there is in the Turkish league, for an AC Milan flop to perform the way he did for a small and hated club, that is pretty good going. Antony. When Manchester United paid a whopping €95 million for the signing of Ajax winger Antony, it made him the 3rd most expensive player in Man United history, and was the Eredivisie's biggest ever transfer. Essentially, they were getting a stylish winger who ate Dutch defenses for breakfast. Therefore, there was a lot of pressure for the Brazilian to perform, to say the least. Despite grabbing 3 goals in just as many games, Antony's form and reputation absolutely fell off a cliff. Antony's poor form, on-the-field antics, flamboyant celebrations, combined with a hefty price tag, had resulted in the Brazilian becoming the laughingstock of the world. There was a time when he was taken off the pitch for performing his signature spin move against Sheriff Tiraspol, and who can forget about his infamous eyebrow raise when he was being subbed on in a game against Arsenal. You see, he thought he was a superhuman, about to turn the game around, but unsurprisingly wasn't. And finally, there was that incident against Coventry City in the FA Cup. After United defeated Coventry City in the 2024 FA Cup semi-finals, Antony celebrated by cupping his ears at Coventry players, which was met with a lot of backlash. Many fans have touted Antony as one of the worst signings in Manchester United's history, but ever since going on loan to Real Betis, he has transformed his form and put up some seriously clutch performances. He made his debut for the club in a 2-2 draw with Athletic Bilbao, creating the first goal for Los Verde Blancos, and was named the man of the match. 7 days later, Antony scored his first goal for Betis, and was named man of the match again in a 3-2 loss to Celta Vigo. His form led him to be nominated to the La Liga Player of the Month award. But I think his biggest performance was in La Liga against Espanyol. The GOAT stepped up and delivered an absolute rocket, a goal so good it shocked the stadium. This wasn't just a goal, it was a statement. Real Betis secured a dramatic 2-1 win, but all eyes were on Antony. From his endless trickery to the goal of the week and maybe of the season, his performance had everything: passion, precision, and a touch of madness. But most impressively, he scored the opening goal and assisted in extra time in a 4-3 aggregate victory over Fiorentina to help Betis reach their first ever European final. After months of criticism and doubt, the Brazilian winger silenced the haters with moments of pure magic. It's just a shame that he has to go back to United, where he will be trapped in a sinking ship bound for relegation. Moise Kean. Now, Kean wasn't just some wonder kid. He was regarded as one of Italian football's most promising prospects. When he became the second youngest player to make their debut for Juventus in 2016, he was seen as the potential future number 9 for Italy and was on track to be one of the greatest players in the history of Juventus and the Italian national team. He also became the first player born in the 2000s to appear in the Champions League and score in one of Europe's top 5 leagues, further showcasing his exceptional talent at a young age. The striker went on to become one of the youngest players to win a league and cup double in Serie A. After a decent loan spell at Verona the following season, the Italian became a more consistent feature in the Juventus squad. Kean continued to impress, even scoring a brace in the first half against Udinese and the winning goal against rivals AC Milan. Kean would end the season with a respectable 7 goals in 17 matches. Seeing the sky-high potential, Merseyside club Everton swooped in, signing a 5-year contract for a fee of €27.5 million, plus €2.5 million in add-ons, making him the most expensive teenage signing in the history of Everton. This would quickly prove to be one of the worst moves in the history of the Premier League, as the Italian scored just 2 goals in all competitions. He was sent out on loan to PSG, where he did really well, scoring 13 goals in 26 matches and winning the Coupe de France. After the loan move, he went back to Juventus, first on loan, then on a permanent deal for a fee of €7 million in 2021. While the Italian was consistently in the squad, he was incredibly inconsistent and wasn't as prolific as some might have hoped. Even in his last season with the Bianconeri, he didn't even score a single goal. His performances led to his departure from the club, signing for Fiorentina for €13 million plus add-ons. Ever since moving to the Tuscan side, Kean has been playing like a man possessed. Standing at 6 feet tall, Kean is a strong, quick, and tenacious number 9, possessing an excellent first touch and lethal shot. The Italian ended the season, scoring a whopping 25 goals in 41 games, already exceeding his overall tally for Juventus. He became the second highest scorer in Serie A and was voted into the Serie A Team of the Year. But he is so much more than goals. His movement, pace, defensive contribution, and dribbling ability has made him a crucial part to the way Fiorentina play, and can flip a game on its head instantly. On the final match day of the 24-25 season, he scored a goal in a 3-2 victory over Udinese, securing his club's participation in the Conference League next season. If Kean keeps this form up, there is every chance he can finally resolve Italy's problems at center forward, and perhaps bring back international glory to Gliazzurri. Ousmane Dembele. Born in Vernon, France, Dembele came through the youth academy at Rennes and broke through to the first team in the 2015-16 season. He was awarded the Liga Young Player of the Year and had several offers from all the top clubs, but chose Borussia Dortmund. This would prove to be the best career decision, as he was an absolute menace, most notably in the DFB Pokal. In the semi-final, Ousmane Dembele assisted a goal and scored the winner to lead Dortmund past Bayern Munich. The winger then scored the opener in the final against Eintracht Frankfurt, helping secure a 2-1 victory and Dortmund's first major title in 5 years. Dembele, unsurprisingly, was named man of the match. After scoring 6 goals and recording 13 assists during the 2016-17 season, Dembele was named in the Bundesliga Team of the Season and awarded the league's Rookie of the Season award. This prompted FC Barcelona to splash a record-breaking €105 million on the Frenchman, still making him the joint 11th most expensive player of all time. Despite showing flashes of brilliance and winning several domestic titles, he struggled with inconsistencies and frequent injuries. Combined with his hefty price tag and Barcelona fans seeing him as a subpar replacement for Neymar, It resulted in Dembele falling way short of his potential. Barcelona then offloaded him to PSG for 50 million euros, just showing how far he had fallen off. Looking at his first season in Paris, the Frenchman had a mixed but gradually improving performance. Dembele mainly struggled with end product initially, often creating chances but lacking goals or assists. However, as the season progressed, he adapted better to PSG's system under Luis Enrique. This promise would be evident in his second season, where Dembele would play like an absolute monster. Incredibly complete, Dembele was arguably one of the best players in the world this season, and fits Luis Enrique's system to a T. His finishing, intelligent runs, dribbling, pace, composure, chance creation, and passing made him key to PSG's attack. He ended this season with a whopping 33 goals and 15 assists, including 14 goal contributions in 15 Champions League games, winning Liga, the Coupe de France, the Trophy des Champions, and the Champions League. He was the Liga top goal scorer and the top assist provider, and was voted the Liga Player of the Year and the UEFA Champions League Player of the Season. From a player who was an injury-riddled mess and seen as a waste of space in Catalonia, to being in genuine Ballon d'Or contention as a treble winner, is not bad going if you ask me. So that is the end of the video. If you enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.